Alright, we have a 1v1 battlecast here today. The mighty army of HOETH. This is a themed build we went with. Those of you that maybe caught the stream saw this. But we have a lovely army of the Swordmasters of HOETH. 4 large units of the Swordmasters themselves hurling their giant units into our enemy. We've got 3 units of archers, 2 units of Eagle Claw bolt throwers. Important to note that they are chevroned all the way up. And then 1 unit of spearmen in the back here. They're kind of holding the line, as it were. I'm actually going to put this in normal speed. Our opponent, though, has quite a few Greenskins. Little bastards. They've got some big guns, some black orcs, some gobos in the back with the warlord boys and the rusty arrows. You can't ever skip the rusty arrows. Always have the hammer of Gork if you're taking any kind of artillery. They also have some more black orcs and another unit of big guns as well. But they also have some tricks up their sleeves. Where is it? Aha! With the Goblin Wolf Riders. Some more Goblin Wolf Riders. And then some Goblin Wolf Riders. And also, oh, okay, well, these guys are the big orc boy big guns. Now, I'm going to just fast forward here a little bit to get to a major point. I think this is about right. We were noticing that this part of the army is actually invisible right now. They're over the crest of the hill. I can't see them. All I can see is the hammer of Gork hammering away. Oh, and important to note, we've got Skarsnik, while I, on my hand, have, of course, Teclis and a Lore Master of HOETH. What the hell else would I have? So, this unfortunate kind of setup I had here where I was thinking, oh man, I'm just going to wait it out. They're going to come to me and I'm just going to be a buzzsaw. I had to push forward. With that being said, it does kind of expose my army to what I did not know was lots and lots and lots of Greenskins. This is a real interesting map too, because you do have a nice corona here of trees that kind of surround this hill. And if you've noticed from Total War Warhammer 2, there's actually quite a few maps that do have these large hills. So it makes the kind of typical engagement a little more obtuse. But we have some archers already whittling away the Goblin Wolf Fighters here on our right flank. We have our spear coming up to advance and help out our Eagle Claw bolt throwers here, because we have some more Goblin Wolf Riders coming in, because I did not notice them at the time. So unfortunately, we are marching up without the support of our biggest boon, our archery. But drop in a flock of doom here on the enemy, get a little any kind of damage I can, kind of try and bring them up over this hill, bring them out of that little turtle they've got going there for themselves. As you can see, 1 Eagle Claw bolt thrower completely put down, 1 in waning health. But the extreme range of the elves is going to be great here, because we can just really pepper the foe, and that's a term you can use anywhere in life. You know, go into the bank, just pepper the foe. But here they are, just raining hell upon these Goblin Wolf Riders. my front line's still trying to meet up with theirs, but there are other Wolf Riders still in action, harassing me. My spearmen kind of trying to hold back the line, push up at the same time. Look at that. Little bastards, man. But these warriors are kind of rallying, being able to hopefully get 1 more unit of bolt throwers back online. But let's see now what is happening in the front line. We have the Swordmaster jumping into the fore. Oh yes. Oh yes. Cinematic charge. Engage. As the Swordmasters cross the gap into these orc big guns, the AP and anti-infantry of both of these units, actually I think it's only of the Swordmasters, is going to be huge here. Oh. Oh, that leap of doom. Look at that. Oh. God, I bet you Greenskins smell like chili dogs that have been left in the sun for at least 4 days. Minimum. I mean, they look like a chili dog that was put into a blender. Talking Vitamix. Got a charge of black orcs here coming into this unit of Swordmasters of HOETH. But you can see how these guys are doing it. These big guns. I mean, big guns we see here, they are damage dealers. They are their anti-infantry. But or I'm sorry, anti-large. Swordmasters, though, are anti-infantry and AP. They're just buzzsawing things down. With their 90 armor, it's eating through their 50 armor real easy like. The Black Orcs, though, are a little bit more of a, poised a little bit more of a challenge, but still, there's plenty of damage to be done. So Itchy Nuisance has been dropped on our Lore Master, but we do have Spirit Leech kicking in on Skarsnik, trying to do whatever we can to get him down. Teclis is outside of most of the damage here. The Lore Master himself, too, is that same AP anti-infantry high armor caster unit that you're going to get there. Rusty Arrow's kind of doing some work in the background. Not liking that, not a fan of that, but we do have our archers bringing some pain to them. Take that, you stunty goblin bastards. Another charge here of the Swordmasters into these Black Orcs. I get it, Teclis. You're just screaming left and right, but we do have that final charge in from the Orc boys. Orc boar boys. We were able to get a nice net on them. That kind of helped us scatter our archers. I didn't want to keep all the archers in one direction, because if you do, that happens. And if they were to push through into all of those archers and charge them, they could lock them all down at once. But at least still here we have one unit still online. Skarsnik is starting to get beat up pretty hard here in combat with these Swordmasters of HOETH. Get that Lore Master out there too. We do have one unit of Swordmasters that finish off their foe coming to join the fray. Another pretty good health unit as well. This Night Goblin Shaman is running amok in the background though, and that's never fun. We do have our artillery starting to come up from the background, our spearmen that can help us out here on with those cav. We're getting all of our AP units on Skarsnik. His morale is starting to tank pretty hard and heavy, as is the way of things when it comes to the mighty Greenskins. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh. Lucky for me, as that rear charge happens on those Swordmasters, that for the most part doesn't really do a ton of damage. I guess I lied right there. But the nice thing is, it did more damage to his units than it did mine. But now we have the majority of our casters still trying to harass down and bring this Goblin Shaman down to the last vestiges of their leadership, because Skarsnik, we do see, has broken. But our artillery is starting to finally come to bear, shoot down on some of these boar boys. They are going to be a bit of an issue because we don't have much anti-large. Goblin Shaman really kind of being a thorn in my side here. Teclis just coated in blood, head to tail. Not like his brother used to being in the combat there, but definitely trying to get it in, as the kids say. But as you can see, he took a left down the wrong lane. He is in, as it is called, the wrong neighborhood. There's cars on cinder blocks, and Teclis is getting out of there. Boom! Take that, Shami! Oh, nothing like the old rear charge into the rear. But we do have these Goblin Archers starting to shoot into our bronze shielded Lore Master and Swordmasters, but still, it is quite a bit. We went from being in a pretty heavy infantry advantage to quite a big disadvantage, so we do have quite a bit here to deal with. The battle is far from over. We have one unit of Swordmasters rallying, but only 9 in that unit. We are out of winds and magic at this time too. It's a very scary time in the battle. But we're bringing our spearmen online. Lore Master is trying to hold out here. Itchy Nuisance popped on him, getting pelted by a lot of different archers from a lot of different angles here. But the only infantry left are the Warlord boys and these. Well, these aren't infantry; these are cav. But 2 units of big uns. But hopefully, the spearmen will put these to rest with the combination of our archery still kind of kicking in. 1 unit of archers completely down, of course, but we still have the use of all of our artillery. Raining pain, bringing that morale down. Teclis is always just screaming, shouting, and hollering, hooting and hollering like a good old American. Oh. The army of the Greenskins finally starting to tank as they flee for the hills. And as you can see, truly a Pyrrhic victory there. A lot of mistakes made on my end, of course. But in the end, we were able to come out on top. You can see 113, 117, 86, 97 kills from these Swordmasters of Hoeth. They were cutting through orcs like butter. But at the same time, we do have 104 and 79 kills from the Orc Boy Big Guns. That cav was able to do a lot of work on me real short. But the biggest point, well, not the biggest point investment, but almost 2,000 points worth of investment was never really able to come to bear in my army. You've got the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower, both of them, who got a whopping 2 kills. So they kind of started to come in at the very end to do some damage, but clearly not enough. But their Hammer of Gork was hammering my units in the beginning. Tried to play the kind of the turtle game that backfired on me pretty heavily. Did not expect such a huge Goblin Wolf Rider presence that really harassed my backline and kept me from really moving up as one whole. And that's one thing you have to really pay attention of as a High Elves. You have to have your backline in moving in unison with your front line, because what makes High Elves so strong is the fact that they have some of the best ranged archers in the game outside of the Wood Elves. The next archer that can match that range is a Weight Watcher, and it's way more points than the 475 of a High Elf archer. So lesson learned, keep everything together. But thanks for watching here today, guys. Hopefully you got a lot from this battle, and if you have any tips or anything like that you're really having a lot of luck with when playing the High Elves, let me know. Or if there's any kind of lore, kind of true armies, like this army being kind of reminiscent of the of Safri, of Hoeth itself. That was the whole intention here. The archers and the spearmen would be the militia of Safri, so it would make sense that they would be in an army like this. Same thing with Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers, and of course, why would you not have Swordmasters of Hoeth in a Hoeth-themed army? But if there's any other themed armies you guys would like to see, I'm more than happy to do a battle cast or do them on the stream. Just let me know what you guys are thinking. But thanks for watching here today, guys. Have a good one, and take care.